I'm looking for Albert Einstein. And a clean pair of shorts. Thanks.
What do you know about Albert Einstein?
Born 1879, he shocked the science world with his theory of relativity, the notion that there was no absolute motion in the universe, only relative motion. It was a major advancement for led to the nuclear area. It made it possible to understand the microwave of elementary particles and their interactions, and one hell of a lot of physicist.
Oh yeah, well he's not here.
What's up, dudes and dudettes? Week 13, and it is taper and test week. So I made a command decision. As you guys know, normally during taper test week, I do 8s, and then 6s, and then 4s, and then 2s, which means I don't give a lot of attention to my 1 rep maxes. Well, it is time to remedy that. So this week and next week, we're going to be trying to set PRs each time for the 1 rep max, going for 2.5 pound increments on the upper body lifts and 5 pound increments on the lower body lifts. And I was laughing at this bench because it was just too easy. It was like, yeah. So anyway, I didn't have a specific 1 rep max on my high bar squat. So I started from what my daily max best had been prior to this, which was 322.5, I think. So started with 325 to get on a divisible by 5 number, and then I'm going to move up from there. So here we have the final warm-up of 330, and man, that moved. So 370 was the goal for this particular day, because prior to this we did 365, and I was pretty pleased with this, because this also moved fairly well, even though the bar shifted on my back a touch, which made me have to check my balance about halfway up. Here we rock that close grip bench. That was pretty easy, 222.5. Oh, and here, I want to show you guys, even though I'm not really tracking the leg drive slash jerk technique lifts, it's the first time I popped 185 over my head, which all you lifters out there know is always a big goal, because it's the first time you can get another big plate on the bar when you get that 25. Oh, and here we have some deadlift action. Awesome. This has actually been going pretty well, because some of my grip work has been helping. So we got 380 there, and that's pretty good. And moving on to Monday, we got 275, which is awesome, because I'm counting reps of 275 or greater. So now we're actually getting some front squats contributing to that to that total. And then we're going for inclines of 202 half. This ended up being pretty easy, so I was pleased with this. Yeah, and on Mondays and Thursdays is when I do the behind the neck jerk, and so this went pretty well, although it's pretty heavy. You can see my arms sag just a little bit there. I was like, ooh, got it. Got to hold it, though. Yeah, so as you might expect, just doing singles would mean that my volume would have taken a big hit had I done nothing else. So what I decided to do was on the upper body lifts, add 2 sets of 8 with 70%. And that kept my volume kind of reasonable for the week. So here we have 330 on the high bar squat, and took this nice and deep and right up. Yeah, mother. And coming up next, we have the bench, my nemesis, or at least what used to be my nemesis, because I pretty much dominated this lift. So 250 on the bar, and like I said, crushed it. And I was definitely like, yeah, that's beast mode. And just to round out the volume topic from this week, I maintained my lunge volume, which is actually where I get most of my leg volume these days anyway. I did my usual 2 sets on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and 3 sets on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And speaking of Wednesday, it's hump day! Oh yeah! You know what that means. Biggest squat of the week coming up. And we got 375 on the bar. And I thought this went better than Sunday's squat, because the bar did not shift on my back, so I didn't have to like catch my balance, you know. But that was heavy, but it moved, so I was like, oh yeah. And there's a tongue action. Yeah. And here we have a close grip of 225, which, like the front squats of 275 or greater, I'm also counting the 225 pound or greater benches, and now we have a close grip contributing to that count. That's pretty cool. And a deadlift of 385. This is awesome, because I was able to hang on to it, which is a requirement for the deadlift. And so that grip work, like I said, it's starting to work. And Thursday, final day of the week. I'm actually taking a Friday off for the first time in several weeks. We got 280 on the front squat here, and that moved pretty well. And after this, we're going for 205 on the incline, which also moved fairly well, although there was a little bit of a sticking point in the middle on the way up, but I'll take it. So yeah, good first week of test and taper, and we'll see what we can do next week. And the week 13 volume update. Yeah, big dump from last week, but that's okay. That's the idea. I think 116,000 is around 50 to 60% of what I did last week. And the 2017 goals update screen, definitely going to list it as no injuries because no pain this week, and lots of big lifts that I probably could not have done with a broken back because I broke a whole bunch of PRs, which is excellent. And we got 3226 on the way to 11,000 chin-ups. And look at that, 2 million pounds has been passed. And actually, that's great because that took me until week 18 last year, whereas now it's only week 13 this year. So we're doing great. Yeah. And last but not least, diet data screen. Another good week of tracking calories. Weight was up another 9/10 of a pound. Definitely getting obese. All right, guys, you take care. I'll catch you next week. Bye.